Okay, geeks, now that the Nintendo Switch has been released, is it a failure? Well, I'd say yes and no. Okay, let's start with the argument with that Nintendo Switch is not a failure because quite simply, they've sold out of all their units. It's pretty much impossible to get. And then secondly, Zelda Breath of the Wild has had unanimous praise, and that was to be expected. But the amount of people who love this game is simply astounding. Okay, so besides the fact that it's sold out and Zelda is so awesome, that's about the only two things where I see the Switch is currently successful. So the areas where it's failed is first and foremost and always is the games. Honestly, it really only has Zelda. The other games are pretty much useless. And the lack of games, or more specifically third-party support, has been a problem for Nintendo since the Nintendo Wii and then the Wii U and now this Switch. And for many people who've loved Nintendo for a long time, I would buy a system just for that game. But that's only for the short term. For the long term, you're going to have problems. And speaking of the long term, the second fail is the fact that the hardware is just really not up to par. So with the Nintendo Switch, you're pretty much getting an enhanced NVIDIA Shield tablet because it does run an Tegra X1 processor. And also, obviously, you get controllers and the portability factor. Now, the portability factor was something that I saw as a selling point. However, seeing the tablet itself, it's only a 720p screen with that hardware I just mentioned. Now, the current hardware will work for now. However, even some budget Android tablets have better resolutions than what's offered in the Nintendo Switch. And then you think about the long term, even a year from now, the hardware is really going to show its age, even with more games coming out. And then if Sony or Microsoft just happens to get into this whole portable console market, then you know they're going to have better hardware and more games. And the third fail is Nintendo's extremely strict policies on the use of their content. If you're a YouTuber, you know exactly what I mean when I say copyright strike. And by doing this, they're missing out on a lot of free marketing from people who really do love their games and their systems. So those are my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch. And overall, at this point, I think it is a fail. But if you had any other thoughts, leave in the comments area below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another episode.